A threat actor known as Hazy Hawk has hijacked abandoned cloud resources of high-profile organizations. I'll zoom in here so you can kind of see. This includes... Oh, what's this? What's this? Amazon S3 buckets and Microsoft Azure endpoints. That means, ladies and gentlemen, bros, I'm going to take a sip of coffee, and then guess what we're going to do to that counter? What are we going to do to the counter? Yeah, it's actually really smart. That's right, Ross. It is actually really smart. What shall we do with this counter? What do you think we should do, guys? Watch the counter. It says 1. Now it's going to say 0. Yeah. Number of episodes since the last set of non-secure buckets. So what it does is it leverages misconfigurations in the DNS records. And then when it hijacks particular URLs, it then redirects users to scams and other malware. Unfortunately, it does not stop there. Other resources that have been taken by this threat actor include Akamai, Bunny CDN, Cloudflare CDN, GitHub, and Netlify. I heard something from one of my viewers. I think maybe I heard a sneeze. Did one of you sneeze out there? I think I heard a sneeze. It could be a virus. Somebody might be catching a bad virus. We better call up the CDC and make sure they're on top of it. Right? We can't let it go unchecked, right? Oh, but wait. The same threat actor controlled several subdomains associated with the US CDC in February 2025. Now, before you take a breath and go, oh man, I'm so glad this story's over, it's not. It's not over. Government agencies across the globe, prominent universities, and international corporations such as Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and Ernst & Young have been victimized by the same threat actor since at least December 2020. Configurations and misconfigurations seem to be one of the most common ways that these kinds of threat actors gain access to these cloud-based systems. And I would argue that it should be one of the most fundamental things that people should know how to do when they're doing systems administration, setting up infrastructure. If you're a programmer, you should also have some sensibility around this, some basic level knowledge of how to secure these things. It seems like we don't, because as the counter beneath me proves, we constantly see misconfigured cloud services, particularly around S3 buckets and Azure endpoints. Google Cloud Services is another one. And these kinds of things open the door to, one more time, second, third, fourth order effects. And we see it way too often. If more people actually knew fundamentals of how to lock these things down, I don't think I'd be reading as many of these news articles as I do on an almost daily basis. It's absolutely mind-blowing in some ways how often I see this. So, unfortunately, it is what it is.